What do you say to the agents out there that are brand new and they're just searching places to get leads? What is a strategy for that new agent to get out there and be successful so that they just don't burn cash?
I think internet leads have become the industry cocaine. I think everybody's kind of gotten a little taste, and then they get addicted, and you need more and more of it to get a high. And by the way, I don't know anything about drugs. I'm doing this all from the movies. But I think what I would be concerned about as we'll call it in your sales manager role, what I would be concerned about, excuse me, is what are my people doing with those leads? What are their closing ratios? Are they continually asking me, I need more leads, I need more leads, I need more leads, and only closing one of them or two of them? And so working on their closing ratio, I think is really, really critical. Oh, it looks like you changed your scene.
I was getting blinded by the light. So,
Too much sun in the eye.
yeah.
So yeah, I think as a sales manager, you have to look at what is the ability, first of all, of my team to close the leads I give them. So working on closing ratios and even knowing them. I mean, I know when I talk to agents, well, what's your closing ratio on this? I don't know.
Yeah.
Are they tracking how many people they give quotes to and how many they're closing? Are you doing it? Well, not really. Well, then, I mean, to me, changing your closing ratio from 1 out of 10 to 5 out of 10 for the same marketing spend is a way better business move than doubling your marketing spend.
Right.
Right. And so, and I think the other thing is, just again, kind of that language thing. I'll just give you kind of a thought about this. I actually hate the word quote. I can't prevent the customer from saying, I'd like a quote on my auto, but I can certainly prevent myself from repeating it.
Right.
So
yeah.
I can certainly say, sure, I'd be happy to put a customized auto protection package together for you. And they're like, yeah, I guess that is what I want. I don't want a quote. I don't want to keep shopping. I don't want more bids and proposals.
Right.
I want to get this issue done and move on with other things in my life. And so I think that leads, in terms of your business, I mean, if you're somewhat established, I think we all know that every single client in our book of business knows 10 people we'll never come in contact with our own marketing methods. And so again, I think, is your agency highly referable, and referable to what? Quote or a total asset protection plan, for example.
Mm-hmm.
What are you actually, I believe every time we interact with a client, that person in the back of their mind is, they might not be consciously thinking of this, but they're saying, would I tell anybody about this person? And I think our objective is to make them not be able to stop. Like, literally be excited to say, I got so much value for the interaction. I learned so many things, whatever you're doing. Like, we tend to blurt out, well, you have 100, 300 now, but do they even know what that means?
Yeah, most of them don't.
And so I think we have to have that servant's mentality of, I care about the outcome of these people when they have an accident. I care about the claims experience. I care about the financial integrity of their life. And it's my responsibility, because if not me, who
right
is going to make sure they're okay? And so how am I communicating? And I think leads are critical. I mean, we need people to talk to. There's no doubt about it. But I think there's a lot of organic ways to do it. I know people are doing some interesting things, with Facebook and their local communities. How are you positioning yourself, I think, is the most important thing. And you said it earlier, I'm not impressed with the lead quality.
Yeah.
They tend to be recycled. We all know they're handed out to 10 people at the same time, so it's a stampede. I would rather take my top 25 households, even if you're new, you have somebody there, right? You have some clients.
Right.
Look at the people that you love working with. Do you love families with young kids? Do you love dual income, no kid households? Do you like business owners? Who do you like working with? And then trying to replicate those people and be somewhat of a niche player, niche specialist,
Mm-hmm.
The riches and niches idea. Somebody who's searching the internet at 2:00 in the morning, for cheap auto insurance, because that's how the ad, puts it out there.
Yep.
That's going to be a tough person to multi-line. It's going to be a tough person to keep. And I think what ends up happening is you have very high ratios of people going out the other end. You know, they're leaving and canceling,
Yep.
and they don't stick with you. And I think it's a dangerous and expensive game.